All right, good morning. Gally has got you on in the chat for attendance, which is awesome. We are continuing to celebrate World Space Week this week. And today we're celebrating Janice E. Voss's birthday, along with some other very exciting birthdays, which I'll come to in a moment. But today is Janice's birthday. This is this woman right here in the photo. She flew 5 flights to different places, but flew 5 different missions in her career as an engineer with NASA. So that's pretty cool. And along my research, I found out this ridiculous fact, which is that a full NASA spacesuit costs a cool $12 million, which is a lot of money for a spacesuit. I mean, it's keeping them alive, so I'm glad that we have it, but pretty crazy that it costs $12 million. That's a lot. So pretty crazy. The chat question is, you're moving to the moon, but you can only take one person with you. Who are you going to take? Who are you going to take? You can only take one person with you. We don't know. Who are you going to take? Callie's taking Bridget. Nice. I feel like that's a solid choice. I like it. Any other people who are going to the moon? We talked about whether or not you would go to the moon, but we didn't talk about who you would take. So that's what we're thinking about today. I also want to wish an happy like early birthday to these people in the blue box here, especially Kimbo and Maritza from our class here. I think that your birthdays are coming before we're going to be able to join up and meet again. So I wanted to wish you a happy early birthday, even though they are a little bit farther away. So happy birthday. Show them some love in the chat, y'all. I'm also seeing some people that you would take an astronaut. Yes, that would be a great idea. Taking your mom. I love that. Taking Sheldon Cooper. I just started watching The Big Bang Theory, so I get it. I get that joke. That's funny. Sheldon Cooper would be a good person to take. Yeah, happy early birthday to all my humans here. So if you know Faith or Isaiah or Josh or Brianna or Alan, you can also wish them some love, but especially Kimbo and Maritza. Happy early birthday. Cool. We have a fairly light day today. So we are just going to do some quick announcements, and then we're going to jump into PT Part 2. Okay, so you guys did PT Part 1 on Tuesday, and now we're going to jump into Part 2. So some quick announcements to start. This is week 10, the last math day of the quarter. Tomorrow's the last day of the quarter. So basically your grades are set. The only thing that I'm still going to be putting in is today's PT2. Okay, so PT2 is here. I also wanted to highlight, this is an announcement from one of our seniors. Her name is Naya. Naya is helping to host an inner city arts town hall, which is artistic activism. So talking about how art can help us be activists. So pretty cool. Thank you guys for letting me know these things in the chat. Gally, if you could post the attendance link again, that would be great. While Gally posts the attendance link, I'm going to go ahead and also post here the registration. If you'd like to go to the artistic activism event, you can register there. It's free, so you just have to get a ticket. They'll send you the information on how to join the call. It's on Zoom, so it's on Saturday on Zoom, so you can check that out. So this is week 10. The other announcement is an optional item that I will send you guys later, which is the teacher report card. So once a quarter, I grade you, and once a quarter, I give you a chance to grade me. And so I will send this out later. I don't want to get distracted by it today during class, but I will send it out later. But I wanted you to know what it was before I sent it out. It just has a variety of questions that you get to grade me on. I think it's fair that you guys get to give me a grade because we see each other just as often as I see you. So that is coming to your emails. It will be there later today. Are there any questions about announcements? We are finished with announcements. Your grades are pretty much set. You guys were rocking it out. I will grade, like, I saw a few more things come in at like midnight last night, so I'll grade those and then we will be officially done. Okay. Cool. So we're going to jump into PT part 2. I'm going to give you a high level overview and then I will send the link to you. So for today's assignment, we're going to look at some past projects, like what the project could look like. You're going to choose 3 colleges that you might want to do your project on, right? So you're just giving yourself some options. You're going to choose 3 colleges. It can be anywhere in the United States or actually anywhere in the world. We've had some from like outside the United States, although I'd very much encourage you to stay inside the United States. It's just easier to get information from those colleges. So we have, you're going to choose 3 colleges and then we're going to declare your team. So you're going to decide, like, do you want to work by yourself? Do you want to work in a team of 1 or 2? Like a team of 2, like you and 1 person, or do you want to work in a team of 3 or 4? Okay, so you're going to decide how big you want your team to be, and that will be what your project will look like today. And then you might be asking, okay, but like if I'm going to choose 3 colleges today, how will I actually get my college? And that is a great question. At exactly 12:10 today, right, this form is going to go live. All it asks is your name, your team names, your teammate's name, and what college you want, okay? 1 person from your team is going to fill this out. And then you'll be directed to this right here, which will populate with all of your answers. If you are the first team to get that college is yours. It is first come, first serve. So there's always a big race for some of the more popular colleges, right? So like only 1 team is going to get Harvard. So sorry, I wish I could give Harvard to everyone, but only 1 team will get Harvard. Only 1 team will get, what are the other popular ones? Like Oregon, only 1 team will get Oregon. Only 1 team will get LSU, right? So each team will be able to choose their 1 college. If you are not the first one, like if it shows up and someone has Harvard and then you put Harvard, but you're down here, you're later in the game, then you're just going to fill out that form again with your second decision for your college. Okay. So for your orange form, this is personal. You're choosing your favorite 3 colleges. For the purple form, your team is going to decide on the 1 college that you guys want to have. You should have a couple backups just in case you don't get that college, then you can resubmit with your backup colleges. Okay, so if you're working in a team, you'll need to decide that before 12:10. This form will go live in your emails. You'll receive it in your email. So you can press like refresh until someone finds the form. Only 1 person needs to fill out the form. Okay, so not multiple people need to fill out the form. Only 1 person from your team needs to fill out the purple form. Okay, so you should choose your fastest typer to fill out that form. Okay. So I know this is confusing, but there are 3 different forms today. So if you look at my screen, you can see that the orange form is here. This is the orange form. That is your assignment for today. Okay, the orange form is your assignment for today. That's your personal assignment. The purple form is your team college choice. So you as a team are going to choose the college that you want to work on for your project. This project will take all of next quarter. So you're not doing the project today. You're doing it next quarter. We'll be working on it throughout the quarter. So you are choosing your team in your college and the purple form. And then you have the optional gray form, which is grading me. Okay, so you have 3 separate forms here. Before we jump into the forms, I want to show you some examples because I really think they're very cool. So these are some of the colleges from last year. So you can see that they range, but we have the University of Oklahoma. We have Oregon University. I think this was our winner for most legit, was from last year. You have New York University. So you can see some of them are very complicated. Some of them are very simple. We have Drexel University, which is in Philadelphia. Played a volleyball tournament there once. You have Missouri Western State University. You have Grand Canyon University. We actually have some Hybrid High alumni that go there. We have Kansas, Clemson, big football team. They're the Tigers. Princeton University of Wisconsin, they have the Badger. This is actually a recreation. So Grace and Sadae recreated this. They used the W from Wisconsin, and then they put in the Badger. So they sort of combined two logos to make this one. You have Clarkson University, which I believe is in Idaho or Washington. You have Air Force Academy, which is from Colorado Springs, my hometown, which is pretty cool. So you have Ball State. This team did the Institute of Culinary Education, so they chose to do one. You can see the frying pan here. They chose to do one that was related to their interests. You can see Penn University. There is a difference between Penn and Penn State. So Penn State, big football school. It is a state school. Penn University is the Ivy League, like old school, like from the 1700s school. So those are two separate things. So Penn and Penn State are super different. So you want to be careful. They're in most, just like we have Cal States and UCs, Cal States and University of California's are two separate systems. Most states across the country have the same thing. So University of Alaska is different from Alaska State, right? Or University of Kansas is different from Kansas State. So those are two separate colleges. You want to be careful which one you're choosing, okay? We always have a popular one, which is Yale, boo. They're a big rival of Harvard, so I'm not a fan of them. We also have the University of Maryland, which is somewhere that I actually taught down the street from Maryland when I taught in Washington, like near Washington, D.C. There are a lot of different ones here. I see some of you guys are even already on this page. So you can go ahead and check those out. A lot of you guys chose University of Arkansas to like highlight as your favorite logo. So this one is also super duper cool. So when you choose your school, I am for the first time ever, you'll notice there are no California schools on here. That is because I have always said no California schools, right? So for the first time ever, I am going to allow you guys to choose California schools if you wish. When you're doing your 3 colleges, 2 of them can be California schools, but 1 of them must be out of state. Okay, so I am during your like personal research phase, you need to do at least 1 college that's out of state. You can do all 3 that are out of state. I know that when I was in high school, I didn't want to stay inside of Colorado. Like I wanted to leave Colorado. So if that's someone like you, that's totally fine. If you want to just do some research on colleges that are outside of California, that's awesome. I love that. But everyone has to do at least 1 college that's outside of California. Okay, so you have to choose at least 1. For your like team choice, you may choose a college that's in California. I would just be mindful. I would imagine that USC, UCLA, Stanford, Dominguez Hills, I've already heard a lot of people talking about those colleges. And so I just want to make sure that if you're going to try to gun for that college, like you're going to try to get it at 1210, that you also have a backup in case you are not the fastest typer. Okay. If you are not the fastest typer, then you won't be able to get that college. So I want you to make sure that you have a backup. So yes, someone will probably get USC, but only 1 team will get USC. So we want to make sure that you know what you're doing there. Okay, so there are 3 forms, right? 3 forms. Orange form is the assignment for today. This is a personal assignment. That's what's on Canvas. Purple form, this is going to be emailed to you. That's your team form. You're choosing your college. And gray form is your teacher report card. Right? So optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but you do have a chance to grade me if you wish. I would love to hear your voice. Are there any questions about the 3 different forms that are for today? 3 forms, 3 forms. No questions? I know many of you guys have already found the form in Canvas. But if you go here, this is your assignment form for today. You can go ahead and open up that assignment. I'm going to again turn on some coffee music and answer this question. When it comes to choosing your college, when does the spreadsheet come into play? Great question. Okay, so you're going to fill out this form. And as you guys know, when you fill out a form, it automatically populates into this spreadsheet. Okay, so once you fill out the form, the spreadsheet, I'll just include the spreadsheet in the link so you can watch it. So in your email, you're going to get a link to the form and a link to the spreadsheet. So you're going to fill out the form as fast as you can. And then you're going to check the spreadsheet to see if you were the first team that got that college. Sweet. So I'll include both the form and the spreadsheet in the email. Okay. Are there any other questions? Cool. I'm starting to see some people are populating in here. Did I not ask on this form what class you were in? Dang it. Oh well, that's okay. So right here, you'll see your name pop up once you've submitted. So Christine, I see you. Roxana, I see you. Roxana's not here. If you need to resubmit your form, that is totally fine if you want someone to be in your group. So that is totally fine. So please note that at some point during the form, it asks you who you want your partners to be. And it is possible that you want to work in a team, but you don't know who those people are. That is okay. That just means I'm gonna shoot out a quick email to you guys and let you know that like these people would like to be in a team, and then I'll let you guys communicate with each other. You guys can also communicate in the chat right now if anybody wants to look for a team. Keep asking questions in the chat. I'm going to turn on this music so you guys can have that, and then I'll keep answering questions in the chat. Brandon. I just chatted you.
because
Okay, team. I want to clarify a few things just because I'm seeing some common questions in the chat, which is great. So this orange one is personal. You're choosing it for yourself. The purple one is for your team. You guys are collectively doing it as a team. I also sent the teacher report card in the chat, so you can scroll up, or it's also in your emails. I just sent it in an email. If you are done with both forms, the orange form and the gray form, right, the orange form and the teacher form, then you are free to go. I did message you if you if you like popped up on my screen and said that you wanted to work in a team, but you did not have a partner, then let me know. I'm like doing some working behind the scenes. So I'm also gonna email just like a mass email out so you guys can choose your partners. Just so you guys have a team before we get started. So if you are someone who said that you want to work in a team, but you don't know who you're going to work with yet, just be mindful of my email, and then you can check out who else is interested in working together. If you have filled out the orange form and the gray form, or if you've filled out the orange form for sure and you don't want to fill out the gray form, then this is the end of our time together until October 20 something. So have a great break. It's been a pleasure working with you in October, in Q1, and I will see you guys in the future. So stick around if you're still trying to make partners, or if you're still working on the orange form, or if you still have questions. Otherwise, have a great break. I'll see you guys later. right, team. It is 10:30, so I'm going to go ahead and end class here. But I've emailed you if you were someone who wanted a partner and didn't have a team, so check your email. And then I will be emailing the purple form at 12:10. If you still don't have a team at 12:10, you can fill out the purple form on your own, secure the college, and then when we do find you a team, then you guys will have that college as an option, okay? If we need to change colleges later, that is totally fine. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and choose the college that you think is the best. So class is over. Have an amazing break, and I will see you guys at the end of October. See you guys later. Bye, guys. Have a great break. Bye, Axel.
Bye, Miss. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, Golly. Have a great day.